A lot of my 1940s food videos are inspired by me asking the question of what happened to my favorite foods or beverages during World War II. Hi there, YouTube. Welcome back to Vintagely Yours. I'm Chloe Jean, and if you're new here, this channel is dedicated to honoring, preserving, and remembering civilian history on the American home front during World War II. I have, maybe wrongly, divided World War II life into 4 categories, one of them being food. And of course, food during the era falls under the constraints of the rationing system. And a lot of my 1940s food videos are inspired by me asking the question of what happened to my favorite foods or beverages during World War II. And today I'm trying to attempt to answer that question with the lovely beverage of coffee. So, in late October 1942, the US government decides that they need to ration coffee, and they decide that it is officially going to go into effect on November 28th, 1942. They give grocery stores across America a freeze date, so they have about a week to restock their supplies for the coming months of rationing. And they give the US people some parameters to go along with this rationing system. The purchase of coffee must be obtained with the stamps from your sugar ration book, and you can only use the sugar ration stamps to buy coffee. And this is really confusing, but working your way backwards, starting at stamp number 27, you use each subsequent stamp, so 26, 25, 24, etc., to buy each subsequent pound of coffee. And you are limited to 1 pound of coffee per person every 5 weeks, initially. In February 1943, that is cut back to 1 pound every 5 weeks. In addition to this, you have to be 15 years or older to purchase coffee. If you're 14 years old and younger, you cannot buy coffee. So you have to bring your sugar ration book to the grocery store and give your stamps to your grocer so he can keep track of all those pounds of coffee he's selling for restock. And he also has to see your birthday to make sure nobody slides under the radar, as well as the government giving us guidelines to buy coffee. Life magazine gets together with a group of coffee experts and writes an article about how to stretch your coffee ration. And so they tell American coffee consumers that they shouldn't double drip their coffee grounds, and they should have 1/2 cup of coffee rather than in a full cup to help your ration go further. This seems to be a bit of a controversial topic because I came across an article that stated that the American government is letting Brazilian coffee rot on the wharves in Brazil because we wouldn't import it. So people are not happy about this because coffee is such a beloved beverage, and people are hoarding it, and the government is warning against people hoarding it. And they're also encouraging people to buy coffee because there was a movement that if you don't buy coffee, your soldier at the front will get your coffee. And the government assured people that your soldier on the front, he or she is getting coffee, really good coffee, so you should keep buying coffee. This all leads FDR actually to the conclusion that he needs to put an end to the rationing of coffee, and he comes to this decision in July 1943, and the official end for coffee rationing is August 5th, 1943. So after 8 months of rationing, coffee is taken out the rationing system and is one of the first foods to be taken out of that system. So in conclusion, I know I say this all the time, but I learned a lot from today's video. I knew that coffee and tea were being rationed in Europe during the war, and I'd heard a rumor that it was rationed during World War II in America. But today's video was kind of cool because I got to learn the parameters around buying a ration product, and that was a first for me, so I was really excited. And maybe you have a question about a certain food or beverage and how it was treated during World War II. If you do, drop me a line down in the comment section below and I will gladly do the research and make it into a video. If you are new here, I want to take this time to welcome you aboard this channel, and if you are on social media, I am too. On Instagram at _vintagelyyours3945, and on Facebook I am Vintagely Yours, capital V Vintagely and capital Y Yours, which is just the name of my channel. And don't forget to hop on there and like me and follow me. And I look forward to getting to know all of y'all better in the near future. And I will see y'all in my next video, which will be a great one. Bye!